perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So San Jose State's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Turns it loose. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Some misdirection with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Smith. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the easy completion. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got 1. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets.
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Oh, they're after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Carrillo. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Gets it out fast.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Parks it out of the air. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the end.
Fires one high and deep. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He rifles one deep to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. On target. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Matthews. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 8 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense has a 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Arsenault. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets away from one, finds room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Around the corner, it's Rivers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Fresno State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
On the play. 1st and goal, San Jose State.
He's looking to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, San Jose State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is